Hello and welcome everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. And when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for what? You know, the freaking weekend. That's right, everybody. Hallelujah. We made it to another weekend. Thank you so much for being here. We just started recording and didn't get the signs ready. See, these are all your signs in the bowl. And I'm going to pick them out. And then we're going to give ourselves a fun vibe check for the weekend. That's right, everybody. So thank you so much for being here. I love doing the freaking weekends. Just so you know, this weekend is going to be for October 17th all the way to the 19th. Yes. I remember actually this week I got, I think, all the dates wrong for the readings, the weeklies, the midweek reset tarot reading. And I'm pretty sure last week was the freaking weekend. I had to change that 3 times. I'm like, what are you doing? But anyway, so welcome everybody. We are here. We made it to another weekend. Welcome. So we don't have that much to talk about. This weekend is kind of chill right before this new moon. So as a collective energy, it's a time to kind of just sit back, relax a little bit, enjoy the fall weather. I guess that's the best way I could describe it, is just, get comfy at home. This weekend is, we're moving into changes for, the end of October into November. We're going into Scorpio season, all of that. So for this weekend, relax. We've had some weird energy happen. You know what I mean? So now it's time to rest, relax. Again, watch your midweek reset so you can get the whole vibe on that. But, enjoy yourself this weekend. That's what it's all about. Remember, be joyful in everything that you do. Okay? So let's go to the tarot table and pick our first person. Okay? Let's do this. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. Now, we're going to keep it light. Of course, we always do. So let's do that. I want to warm the cards up first. You know how we do. So yes, everybody, relax this weekend. Be grateful. Practice some gratitude. Thank you for this beautiful weather we're still having in October, where it's almost the end of October, the mid-October, and I still have my windows open. Wow. Blue skies. Today was just blue skies. Blue skies everywhere. You know what? I think these cards are ready to rock. So let's pick our first contestant, and it is Scorpio. Wow. Welcome, Scorpio, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Let's do it. All right, now, where am I going to put this singing bowl? Out of picture. Can I put it there? Is it going to screw the feng shui up? You know what? We're just going to keep it there. Yeah, we'll keep it there. All right, perfect. Scorpio, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Did I say light? Like. L-I-K-E. Like. Hit that like. All right, let's get the vibe. Scorpio, what do we have for you this weekend? What does the universe want you to know? Is that it? Yes. I was going to say it was a little weird here, but it's good. All right, so Scorpio, you may have your walls up after this whole week and what's been going on. It's almost your season, so make sure you watch your midweek reset for that, because that explains a lot of it in depth, especially on the 22nd. The sun moves into your sign. But for the weekend right here, it's trying to juggle a lot. So let's not juggle a lot. You're resilient, okay? Keep going. I think that's the message they're trying to relay, is just keep going. You got to look at this differently. Let down your walls and just practice on stability and comfort for you. That's the big thing right now, okay? But you may be worried about finances, and what you have to do is build a, how can I say it? a better mindset. Instead of being in a lack mentality, get into a abundance mentality, prosperity mentality. You know, everything's taken care of. You know, the King of Pentacles is sitting nice and solid and really appreciating that energy. You know what I mean? So again, you know, we've got this helpless and hopeless. So again, let's get out of that. That's being stuck in a certain way of looking at things. And this weekend, I think you just need to unwind. Really, Scorpio, you're way too tight. Way too tight. 3 of Cups is share the love, but what that's also family getting together, you know, and embracing an opportunity that may come your way. So again, it's all in how you look at it. Maybe somebody's asked you to go somewhere and you don't have the funds for it, and then all of a sudden the funds show up, or they say, you know what, I got you covered. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But just be aware of that. The whole thing is celebrating. You should be celebrating instead of sitting there all sour-faced about what happened during the week. You know what I mean? Maybe you're already in that mode. Good. By the time you see this on Friday, you know? All right. What do we have here? For love and relationships, yeah. Offers coming in, maybe messages. Take them. Don't be stuck in this mentality. Yeah, it's time. With the with the Wheel of Fortune, you could be dealing with fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, fellow Scorpio, or Aquarius. Either way, it works out good. This is, I don't know. It's with the World and the Wheel of Fortune here, things are at play. You got to change the way you're looking at this, Scorpio. You really do. You really do. Because there's offers coming in. You need to embrace these opportunities here. Really. Wow. All right, let's get some more messages for you. So Scorpio, something is up. It's time. What it's time for? Well, I think that's what we're kind of opening up to. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay. All right, so for this weekend, it's about nourishing yourself. What's that say? Self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. Perfect opportunity for you to do this weekend. I'm down for that, and healing. So there's a theme going on here. This is good. Relaxing, right? Releasing, purifying, and cleansing. So again, release what no longer serves you, that kind of energy, but that's really good. That's really good. Let's get, what's the vibe? So healing and nourishing energy instead of helpless and hopeless, you know? All right, what else do we have? That's it? Wow. All right. Masculine energy. That's authority, discipline, father figure. I will be your father figure. I have had enough of pride. I will be your preacher, teacher, anything you had in mind. What was that song about? I don't know. But as soon as I see father figure, that's, you know, that song starts right away. That's all I wanted. Something special, something sacred in your life. All right, closing message is love. That's all that matters, Scorpio, is L-O-V-E, period. All right, let's see what the closing message is. Get some, give some. That's what I'm saying. It'll cheer your ass up. Scorpio, there it is right there. That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. With all of that, see, why be helpless and hopeless when you can get some and give some? You know what I mean? It'll heal you. It'll nourish you. It'll cure what ails you. I'm telling you. Little love goes a long way. You just got to change the way you're looking at it, Scorpio. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for you, Scorpio. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. On that, let's get a personal reading. Got hours open for in-person and online, so let's book a time. All right, Scorpio, getting ready for your season. All right, we're going to take you off the board. I love you all. And let's see who's next. Sagittarius. Sag, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board, beautiful. There you go. All right, let's get the vibe. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday vibes. Saturday vibes. Okay, let's do it, Sag. Thank you so much for being here. You know I love you. Is that it? I guess so. Okay. All right. Interesting. Looks like everybody's kind of like in this stuck weird mentality so far. I mean, I've only done 2 readings, but, you know, it don't take a weatherman to look around and see the weather. Wow, lots of king energy going on here. Oh. All right. Yeah, this is, listen. First of all, you're too much in your fucking head this weekend. I'm telling you, this weekend, you need to get out and do something. They're screaming it because you're trying to juggle everything. You got the 8 of Swords, you know, fucking with your head. You got the 2 of Pentacles. Again, all these plates spinning, trying to juggle all of this. Ace of Swords is telling you, just like in the last reading for Scorpio, is you got to change the mindset. Okay, the Page of Wands and the Hierophant have it. Okay, what this is you're taking things way too seriously. Duh. You know, and you have to have faith. Duh. That's what it comes down to. So have some fun this weekend. The King of Wands and the King of Swords takes a look at the whole picture here. The King of Wands initiates change. Yeah, that's right. I want to change. I love it. You know, I embrace change instead of fear it. Okay? So be aware of that. This is good nurturing energy. Maybe you're dealing with some males in your life this weekend, you know. 9 of Cups is opening to wish fulfillment and opening up to abundance. So this also might be a lack mentality to a prosperity mentality. But the whole message for you this weekend is have faith, change the way that you're doing things, look at the big picture, and for Christ's sake, have fun. That's the big one, Sag. Because if you're not having fun, you're messing up, you know? So just be aware of that. Okay, let's see. Let's get some oracles for you. So that's a lot. I mean, it looks like a lot this weekend. Okay? Wow, the Hierophant is out again. Have faith. The universe is kind of teaching you something. Yeah. Have faith while you're awaiting results. Keep putting in the work. You don't plant the seeds and then start yelling at it because it's not producing fruit. Okay? New vitality. So when you change the way that you look at things this weekend, all of a sudden everything literally changes and opportunities open up. Okay. I like that. I like that. Let's look at relationships and love. Really don't have any cups out here, do we? No. Well, the 9 of Cups, that's opening up to something. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. The Queen and the King of Wands are out together lately. Yo, that's a significant match here. Maybe that's what you're trying to juggle. It seems like you guys are in the midst of change. You know, energy is starting to reciprocate. If that's coupled energy, I'm getting a coupled energy first. You know, you're starting to learn to play the game. The both of you have faith in each other. Don't be foolish. Now, singles, don't be foolish. You could be opening up to this match of reciprocating energy. Don't have patience right here because you could be opening up to something wonderful. Could be happening this weekend. Or you're just already in this energy. But don't turn your back on opportunities here, especially when it comes to relationships. I mean, because that's reciprocating. It looks like, Sag, you get what you want. Okay? Instead of telling yourself that you're not. I guess that's the way I could describe it. So what do we got? Just this? Yeah, for some of you, it's all about this, obsession. So infatuation, adoration, and addiction. So maybe that's what you're dealing with this weekend is maybe this reciprocating energy. Is that a couple or is that one person? Oh, that's a couple. So, hey, just don't obsess, I guess, you know? It's got to be mutual energy involved. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. So, for a lot of you, you could be walking away from this, letting go. And maybe you're walking away from being obsessed with it. I only give what I receive. So, that kind of energy, you know? All right, let's get what's the vibe. Maybe just releasing obsession, infatuation. There's nothing worse than having a crush. You know, you never are old enough to not have a crush. Like, yeah, okay. Wow. This weekend looks dicey at best. Psychopath. So maybe you're moving on from somebody that's abusive, unpredictable, all that energy. You're just not open to it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we have thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addiction. So that's, you know, we got obsession, addiction. What are you learning here? You know? Let's get a closing message. There's a lot going on here. I mean, a lot. I don't know. But it's weird. You got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And you got two Faith Hierophant cards, which are a sacred union. So it's like maybe you're moving on from a real shitty one into a really good one. And maybe you're just accepting it. Maybe you're finally letting it sink in. Okay? All right, closing message, Sag, is you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. Be aware of that. Again, trust that inner voice. You got to have faith. You got to have faith. But there's something at work here for a lot of you that may show its beautiful face this weekend for you. So that's incredible. That's incredible. All right, Sag, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full midweek reset tarot reading. That's when we talk about the whole week. You know, all the energies that are going on. New moons and all of that stuff. All right, so you're taking things way too seriously. Have some fun, okay? And release anything that's damaging to you and your vibe, you know? All right, Sag. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Capricorn. Wow. Capricorn for the win-win. Twin. Let's put you on the board. There we go. And let's get you your vibe for this weekend. Oh, want to apologize to all the viewers that watched their midweek reset, and the volume was low. I don't think I had my mic booster on like I normally do. I don't know why. I was very busy doing personal readings in between recording readings, you know, so I might have clicked something off of there and I didn't realize it, but you can still get the message though. You know? All right. So sorry about that. It'll never happen again, I swear. All right. What do we got? Okay, so this weekend, slow and steady. Do something different with the people that you love. Get out of the negative mindset. It's time to walk away from that. You know, slow and steady. Let's get ready to plan our intentions this weekend also. Okay, so maybe that's what you're doing, is kind of getting yourself ready for that new moon that's happening at the end of the week on Tuesday. So I see a thing of celebrating here. So I really like that for you this weekend. Absolutely. But slow and steady. It looks like you're going to try to rush to get everything done. And you need to prioritize. I think that's the best way, to prioritize. So let's get some oracles. Definitely walking away from negative shit, Ten of Swords is getting away from negative energy, especially your negative thoughts, because it's the Ten of Swords. Yeah. We're walking away from this, actually feeling alone, helpless and hopeless. Again, feeling stuck in an energy. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. So there's a big message about not getting into this frame and actually walking away from this by believing in succeeding. That's all. That's all there is to it. Good for you. Slow and steady though. For some reason, there's something that needs to be addressed. You need to work on that. Go check out your midweek reading and see what it has to say about that. But Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, yeah. Six of Wands. Don't be silly. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Let's look at love and relationships. Yeah. Putting in the work. I like that. You're putting in the work. Keep at it. Try something different. Again, this whole weekend is doing something different that you wouldn't normally do and not turning your back on it. Well, I'm just going to stay home. No. Actually, Eight of Wands is movement. Messages coming in. Ace of Wands, yeah, there's a big thing about change the way that you're doing things on your weekend. That's all. It's time to do something a little bit different. Capricorn, I think you're kind of stagnating. You know what I'm saying? And then you start getting nasty. But especially when it comes to relationships, try something different. Open up to change. There's a lot of wands here, a lot of change, a lot of movement, okay? But go slow. Why rush? Because, with all these wands, there's definitely a rushing, so you don't have to, okay? All right, let's get some more messages and see what we got. Obscurity. I don't think we've ever gotten this card. Secrets, mysteries, concealing. Maybe something comes to the surface here that changes the game. It's okay. You know what I mean? But maybe don't turn your back on an opportunity to not be obscure. You know what I mean? Don't conceal anything. Be open. Communication, big time. Perspective. Better off focusing on happiness and clearing your headspace. Yeah, love that. Love that card. I love that. It's beautiful. So again, don't turn your back. You see the message here? Don't be obscure. Change your perspective and the way that you're looking at things. Again, it's all about that Ten of Swords, walking away from that negative energy for the weekend, or else you'll just be sour. And we don't want that. Hell no, we won't go. All right, let's get what's the vibe for you, Capricorn. Ooh. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Again, consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals. Now, mixed signals, again, is going with that obscurity card. So don't be obscured. Obscured? Don't be obscure. All right? But look at that. Don't be band-aiding matches to your fucking face either. Look at that. What is that? I guess that's bad choices. I don't know. But I like this. Love affair. Oh, hell. Dirty little secret, sex fix, down low. Maybe that's what the whole obscurity thing is. Maybe some of the consequences you've been thinking about are finally catching up. You know what I mean? Like, are you still gonna be somebody's dirty little secret just to get your rocks off? You know what I mean? There's a lot here that only you know what's up, Capricorn. So let's get a closing message before we get too serious. But there's a lot here for you to unpack this weekend. I don't really know what to say about that. I really don't know. All right. Closing message is don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. So there's a hidden message for some of you Capricorns that maybe that's what you need to do. You see that? See that light right there? It's coming in from the window. Isn't that cool? It's like a little ray of light. I love it. Yeah. Maybe you just need some time alone this weekend, Capricorn. Only you would know that. So you're really no good to anybody if you're just constantly doing, and you're not doing for you. So remember that, okay? All right, Capricorn, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full midweek reset tarot reading that's posted on Wednesdays. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are general, go ahead and click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Right on. All right, Capricorn, have a good weekend. If you got to have some alone time, so be it. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of change, a lot of movement going on. So again, take it slow and get out of the negative headspace. That's the big one. Okay? All right, Capricorn, let's take you off the board. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who is next. And it's Gemini. Gemini, let's put you on the board. All right. Welcome, Gemini. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. Okay, let's go. Every fucking time I do your reading, it's like I got laughing gas induced in my being. Oh, well, look at this. Gemini, all right. First of all, maybe you need some rest this weekend. For some of you Geminis, it is a real thing, okay? Get some sleepy sleeps. But we all also may have to say something that's going to make us a hell of a lot happier. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You could be like partying at home, throwing a party, football party, fall party, pumpkin carving party, corn maze party, cheese whiz party. For some reason, I'm getting cheese whiz. Why would I get that? Is it just you on the couch with a box of Triscuits and some cheese whiz watching Twilight or something like that? I don't know. This looks good though. But we got to put some things from the past away from the past, and it really pays off. The Ten of Pentacles is great, stable, good energy for this weekend. So open up to it, okay? Yeah, that's some good weekend right there. I sure do like that. I sure enough do. All right. Let's see what else we have for you, Gemini. What else? What is the vibe? The VIBE vibe for the weekend. All right, let's see. What do we got? Yeah. Maybe it's time for you to rebuild again, putting things to rest. That's the Tower. It's giving you an opportunity to do that. Again, so I'm getting a grounding energy off of this. So if it is nice this weekend in the area that you're living in, go outside and ground. Get barefoot. Yeah, sure, it's going to be a little nippy, but man, it'll take away all that anxiety for you, Gemini. I'm getting like this electric kind of tingle. Are your like extremities tingling and stuff? You know, you need circulation, you need movement, but that's also grounding. Solar plexus. I am worthy. I am good enough. I shine as brightly as the sun. I am confident. Confidence gets you through this weekend. Absolutely. Look at all the yellow references here. And reach out. So Three of Pentacles. This is actually having people help you on maybe a home project you got going on here. We got 2 3s. But yeah, something's going on here. So reach out to the people that you love, that kind of vibe. All right, so let's get to relationships. Maybe spending some alone time with you, Gemini. Maybe that's you're splitting your week up, your weekend, I should say, into, all right, I'm doing some alone time, and now I got to hang out with family or something. That's what it seems like. Oh, yeah, definitely. At home. Definitely. Yeah, set yourself free from the week, actually, and people. Maybe you're just done peopling, okay? But put your time and energy into relationships that pay off, you know, especially the one with you, your personal relationship with you. Knight of Cups, offer coming in, and the Four of Wands. I love that. That's really celebrating at home. There's something going on here. Maybe you're just doing that. Maybe you're carving your own pumpkins and putting up your, you know, your pumpkin fall stuff that people do in the fall, you know. Maybe you're doing that. Putting out your corn stalks and your hay bales. Maybe you're decorating for Halloween, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. But it's good. It's good. It's really good. All right, so let's get some more messages for you here. And it's escaping. That looks like a nice place to escape from. Or escape to. Avoiding, blocking, and pushing things away. Yeah, there's a big thing that you got to set yourself free from whatever you've been kind of avoiding. So don't give up the opportunity to just put it to rest. You'll feel so much better when you do. Loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. Focus. Stop looking at my beautiful face and focus on the card. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. Aww. That dog's eating your flowers. So, peace. Yeah, that's what you need this weekend. Balance, harmony, and friendship. There's a huge thing about friendships in here. So again, maybe finding that balance of alone time and them time, we time, whatever. Okay? Let's get what's the vibe for your weekend, Gemini. See what else they add to this. I gotta keep them. I gotta keep them. All right, so nightlife. Striptease, gamble, and Vegas. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're reaching out. Let's go out. Let's party. Hold my hair while I throw up in the street. You know, maybe it's one of those. I don't know. But clingy. Wow, and my throat got really froggy during that. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. I think maybe this is what you've been running away from that you need to really just let go of. We're always letting go of something. So just be aware of that. But you may have something to say. The Queen of Swords rules this whole weekend, so just be aware of that. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. That's all you really need to focus on. That's all you really need to do. And this looks, the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is a good weekend. So don't allow some things to burden you in this weekend. You got to let it go. All right, so let's get a closing message for you, Gemini. But I see the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is like, maybe you're having family over for dinner. Maybe you're having Sunday sauce. Oh, God. You know, having spaghetti, big, nice loaf of French bread, you know? Maybe you're having chili and you're watching the football game, whatever floats your boat. All right, closing message for you, Gemini, is some good shit is about to happen. I called it. Don't let your issues fuck it up. All right, so there you go. Damn, Gemini. You just got called out for your weekend. But that's going to do it for the weekend. So again, have some fun. Some good shit's about to happen. Don't escape it. Take care of your business. You'll feel so much better when you do. And celebrate. This looks like an opportunity to celebrate, have confidence, you know, get some grounding, balance, harmony. I love that. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Leave a comment. Also, I'm claiming that good shit. That's what you can do. All right, Gemini, I love you all. Thank you for watching. Let's take you off the board and see who's next. And it's Aries. Aries, welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you are. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get the vibe for you. Let's see what's going on. Aries. What does the weekend bring for us? What's the vibe? Let's get it. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, a lot. All these cards are face down except for the Justice card. So again, this is Libra. This is the time of justice. Maybe things finally balancing out for you this weekend. Things coming full circle. All right, let's see what else this adds to it. But it wants you to focus on balance. Okay, yeah, we're going to put that in the middle. And we're going to put this. Yeah. Actually, this is the way it's going to go right here. I love that. The King and Queen of Pentacles is out at the same time. Wow. This is maybe karma stepping in for you. If you're single, a like-minded soul definitely walking into your life. Wow. Things could be balancing out in a relationship, but there's a warning here. Don't be tempted to focus on drama or competing or anything. You got this, okay? Eight of Cups is walking away from this drama or whatever happened this week. Focus on harmony and balance, especially when it comes to your relationships. This is definitely about relationship energy here and mutual energy. It's a give and take. It's even. It's balanced. Wow. Wow. All right. So, and those are two secure people that are not second guessing their feelings or anything like that. Okay. So just be aware. This is beautiful. Just there's a big temptation of getting caught up in drama. For some reason, I'm thinking he said, she said stuff, whatever that means to you. Let me know in the comments. But you just walk away from it. You emotionally withdraw from it. Feet on the ground approach, and it'll pan out. Yeah, look at that. Work on the solar plexus. I am worthy. I am confident. Yeah. What the King and the Queen of Pentacles actually embody is that confidence, that stability. This is knowing you're worthy of it. Get out and get some sun. Go with the flow this weekend. You'll be surprised where it takes you. Okay, and new vitality with the Ace of Wands, a new beginning here. I like this. This is shaping up. Let's look at relationships because we've got that King and Queen of Pentacles as a focal point here. So let's see what we have for that. Yeah, look, reciprocating energy with the Six of Pentacles. I love it. I love it. But for some of you, you're stuck. You're being wishy-washy. See, and I think it's a confidence thing. Maybe you don't believe that your match is out there. Well, then you're going to experience that reality. I hate to tell you, but that's the way it's going to go. So what you want to do this weekend is open up to an opportunity here. Again, a lot of pentacles, so maybe it's a money issue. I don't want you to struggle with that at all. In fact, you're ready for whatever's going on here. You could be doing some traveling also this weekend. And Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. There it is. So it pays off. This is great energy, guys. Don't be tempted to let it put you out of balance and keep you stuck. You know? You got to keep on keeping on. Definitely. But there's so many indications here of it working out in your favor, you know. It's just that there's this temptation for you to be a little, we don't like, we don't like that at all. All right, so let's get some more messages. Excellent. Love it. Messages keep on coming. Hoping. This is expecting, having faith, and manifesting what you want this weekend. Maybe you're going in some sunflower fields. But hold on to that, and intimacy. Love it. Bonding, sensual, and confiding. Maybe that's what you're doing this weekend. That's the King and Queen of Pentacles right there. That's what this is all about. So if you're not experiencing this, open up to this. What would this feel like for you in your life? Take a good look at that. What would that feel like to have that person? You know what I mean? And then you project that feeling. Act like you already have it. Act like you're already living that. And you attract it into your life. Damn. All right, let's get some, what's the vibe for you? But you could be tempted to get in this stuck negative mindset, and it all has to do with self-confidence. So work on your solar plexus. Because it may be masked. You may be hiding or concealing or even deceiving yourself, thinking, oh, well, again, my match isn't out there, when it is. Okay, so remember that. That's a big message for you this weekend. Okay, let's get a closing message now. We've revealed a lot here. We really have, Aries. Let's get, ooh, there it is. Lightning strikes. Why? What is that? What does that mean? Figure shit out on your own. Okay? That's the self-confidence. That's where that solar plexus energy comes in. I am capable of making great decisions. I am capable of loving someone who loves me. You know what I mean? Like, it reciprocates. I deserve that in my life, and I open up to it this weekend. It'll change your life. All right, Aries? Okay, that is, but figure it out on your own. You trust your inner flow. All right, Aries, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading posted on Wednesdays for your leisure. And that gives you the vibe for the whole week while we get the vibe for the weekend here. So Aries, wow, lots to consider, lots to hope for. Put it out there. That new moon is coming. Open up to it. And it's happening in your 7th house of relationships. So remember that. Maybe this is the weekend to put the pieces all together and create that beautiful life you want with that person. All right, let's take you off the board, Aries. I love you. And let's see who is next. And it's Libra. Libra, finishing out your Libra season this week. So make it a good one. Let's put you on the board. There you are. All right. Welcome, Libra. Let's get to the vibe for you this weekend. Happy birthday for you late season Libras. All the way up until the 22nd. And then the sun moves into Scorpio. I hope it's been a good run. I hope it's been a good run for you. I hope you've had a great birthday. Hope you're using this energy. Let's see what the weekend has to bring for you, Libra. Wow. All right. It looks like we're a little confused. Maybe this week you're a little confused about where things are going here. And it really has to do with changing the way that you're looking at it and thinking about it. You have to remember that you are the creator of your reality. You are creating this, whether you know it or not. And the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles, that's a fucking opportunity right there. Be open to it. Be celebrating this weekend. This is great, but we're split. You see how these 3 cards go on each side? Of course, Libra, equal energy here. Really good manifesting energy, looking towards the future, and stuff that's got, I don't know, wishy-washy, negative Libra energy, okay? You need to change this, and it all comes down to these two. changing the way that you're thinking about the situation and yourself, and creating the life that you want. This is a good weekend right here. So get out of the indecision, all right? Let's get some oracles for you. And see what we have. What do we have for you, Libra? Are you celebrating your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Oh, but we're probably sitting in sadness and isolation. We don't want to do that. No. Choose the highest and the best for you. Choose your battles. Again, there's the seven of sword. I mean, that's wands. 7 of wands. That's put up boundaries. Choose your battles. It's time to rebuild. That's the message. And all you need to do is believe and succeed. That's all it takes. You're rebuilding your life. Open up to it. This is what you've manifested. Don't doubt it now. Get to it. Double down on your success. Okay? Too late to turn back, Libra. Where you're going is a hell of a lot better than what you've allowed yourself. I'll tell you that. So, with that being said, it looks like a good weekend, though. As long as you're putting your focus on, man, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. 10 of wands, releasing your burden. 7 of swords, another 7. We're going to put those babies on the board. So there's a spiritual lesson to be learned here this weekend also. I'm almost feeling, you're already feeling it this weekend. I mean, this week. And you're letting it go, you know. All right, let's put 7s on the board. Yeah, spiritual lesson, luck, and enlightenment. Perfect. It pays off. 5 of cups. Stop looking at the past. Again, choose your battles wisely. See, this is the self-deceptive energy, and you're finally letting it go. Again, that has probably transpired already earlier this week, and now you're moving towards something fucking wonderful this weekend, okay? Especially with partners and relationships and the burdens that they bring or that you're releasing. So, it's a lot, but man, are you learning something here, and it pays off. Never got this card before. Heart fog. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Okay. That's the mentality. And I think you need to release that mentality so you can really enjoy what you're building now. Because if you're still in the past, you're fucking up. You know what I mean? So let's get, what's the vibe? You know, heart fog. Blocked emotions. Well, release them. Get ready for this new moon. You know? This is happening in your first house, so, you know. Recalibrate. All right. This is all about time. Maybe that's what you're competing with, is time. Time is an illusion. You either have plenty of it or not enough. Delay, procrastination, or maybe too busy. Okay. All Libra issues. Procrastination. Taking your time. You take your time, though, but get to it. Take your time, but hurry up. I guess that's the advice I can give you for that. All right, so let's get a closing message for you, Libra. And see what we got. So don't delay. Get on it. Okay? Let's get a closing message for Libra. Choose you, boo. That's exactly what it is. All right. Closing message is time to let go. Definitely time to let go. Move the fuck on. God has it. When you do, you're going to feel so much better. And the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles is just really enforcing that Luck is on your side, and there's a lot to be learned this weekend. You probably already have, again, I feel like a lot of you Libras are ahead of the game on this, and that's good. That's setting yourself up for this new cycle, and you deserve it. Come out of your season with a bang, okay? All right, Libra, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are general, click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page in person or online. I got you covered. All right, Libra, happy birthday for you late degree Libras. You still count. And let's take you off the board. And boom. And let's see who is next. All right. And it is Leo. Leo for the win. Welcome, Leo, to the Freakin Weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Let's put your beautiful kings and queens on the board. There we go. Yeah, that's right. All right. Wow, I switched over and didn't even know it. Welcome, Leo. Let's go to the tarot table and get the vibe for you. Oh, my God. I hate it when I hit the wrong button. But, I mean, it's all right. It's not like, I just wasn't expecting the camera to be on me. Let's get the vibe for us Leos in the house, okay? All right, what do we got going on? We got that new moon gearing up in Libra. That's happening in our 4th house of home. So let's see what's going on there. You're dealing with family, stuff like that. Work-home balance, that's usually what that is. New opportunities coming from home, that kind of thing. Oh, wow. 3 cards. Pretty big deal, though. Listen, Leo, don't be tempted to get stuck into the same old. You know what I mean? This is about empowering yourself, looking good, feeling good. This is what Leos are all about. You know what I mean? This is really nurturing yourself. 10 of Cups, huge focus on family, again, with the 4th house new moon coming up on Tuesday. So this is you empowering yourself if I've ever seen it. Don't be tempted not to, okay? Don't be tempted to not get a chance to empower yourself, to step into your power this weekend. But the 10 of Cups is a good time had by all because I've got tarot parties Friday and Saturday and classes on Sunday. So this is all about me stepping into my power, what I'm doing. And it pays off, 10 of Cups, of course, because when you empower yourself and you don't get tempted to feel less than, oh my God, it pays off because you're focusing on being successful and having a good time and being you, and nurturing that you. All right, so don't be tempted to focus on the challenging times that ahead. This is when you have faith with the Hierophant. This is having faith. This is also opening up to empowering yourself. That's a big one right there. Okay? 3, 4, 5. All right, let's get love and relationships, opening up maybe to a relationship. So this is all about empowering yourself. Don't be tempted to focus on past stuff this weekend. This is you feeling good. All right, yeah, look at the 10 of Cups is out again. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Yeah, set yourself free. It's time for a healing. Again, there's a great time for you to heal. The star says the universe has got your back. You are the star. You are the sun, the moon, and the stars, Leo. And look at that. So much Leo energy. The King of Wands. Leo right there. The Strength card. Wow. Strengthening relationships. Everything. Setting yourself free from judgment and all of that. And the 10 of Cups again. Beautiful energy. I'm ringing the fucking bell. This is the best reading of the weekend so far. Wow. Best reading of the weekend. You win. All right, let's get some more. Aha. Okay, the plot thickens. What else? I know there's like one more in there. And there it is. Interesting. Okay. Exhaustion. What is that? Depletion, drained, and long journey. Now, like I said, I personally have a huge tarot party on Friday night, and then I got one the following Saturday afternoon. So, is there a part of being exhausted and depleted for me? Absolutely. I'm trained to handle a lot of this, but still, I can't look away from the fact that I need to nurture myself also. So Sunday afternoon is going to be a me time, definitely. And bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Don't be tempted to put on any mask. Be the real you. That's the big thing. Everybody else is already taken. So you got to be you. Okay, Leo? I said that to somebody today. That's weird. But here we are. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. It turns out great. All right, let's get some what's the vibe? What's the vibe for Leo? Pretending, mask, exaggeration. Maybe you're telling everybody, I'm exhausted, and you're really not. You're actually enjoying it. I don't know. There's a tendency to watch yourself. You know what I mean? All right, what do we got? What's the vibe here? What do we got? Yeah, don't wear a mask to anybody. Be yourself. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah. Exhausted. Burned out. Wow. Burned out, burdened, empty. Again, nurture yourself. It pays off. So it's very weird to get the same cards in two different decks. I mean, that's telling you something, Leo. You know what I mean? So instead of me having a drink or two while I'm doing 15 people on Friday night, it's probably best just to go home and, get some sleep. And then I have the next one in the afternoon. So that's not going to be so long. I've got plenty of time. And then I have to teach in the morning. So I understand that. But this is too much of a good time to let that. But I will nurture myself. And that's what you need to do, Leo, is nurture yourself in between all of this wonderfulness that's going on. So let's get a closing message for you. If it says get some sleep, I'm going to shit. I'll eat my hat. All right. So, you think someone's lying to you. You think someone's lying to you. They are. Interesting. Maybe that's the mask. Okay. See, right away, all of a sudden, my Scorpio rising in me, because I'm a Leo, but I got that Scorpio rising. As soon as I get a message like that, I'm like, all right, I got my suspects. Okay. I'm already starting to investigate. No, maybe that's you lying to yourself. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Maybe, again, maybe you need to take breaks or something. I know that's what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to take at least 2 breaks in between this 4-hour reading marathon I'm going to be doing. But it's fun. It's exciting. I love to do this. And that's the thing. I think the message is for us this weekend is to not be tempted on how challenging this is, but step into how fucking great it makes you feel, even though it's going to exhaust you. You're doing what you love. I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? So, wow. And you think someone's lying? Well, they are. Well, guess what? That's on them. You've got bigger fish to fry than some lying ass fool. You know what I mean? You're being taught a lesson here. What you put your focus on. But you're opening up to the possibilities here of really nurturing yourself and having a good time, Leo. This was the best reading of the weekend. So, yeah, absolutely. That is going to do it for you, Leo. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are general, click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page. In person or online, I got you covered. Leo, fellow kings and queens, have a great weekend. Let's take us off the board and see who is next. And it's Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you are. Wonderful. Now, this new moon's all about healing for you and getting the right time to do it. So I hope this weekend you're getting some rest and really feeling grateful in the moment that you're in right now in this moment. Take a deep breath and feel grateful for what you have. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so grateful for you being here this weekend. Ooh, what's this? That card almost started on fire. We almost had a fire. Okay. We got the Six of Cups. That says maybe letting go of some childhood issues, yes. Or love is all around you, you know? Or maybe somebody coming back from the past. Okay, so let's get out of our indecision here. I think that maybe it's something from the past. We're trying to bring modes of thinking from the past into the present, and it didn't work before. Maybe it did work before, but it doesn't now. Your reality has totally switched. Instead, there's an opportunity here to get your passion back, to get it ignited. An opportunity out of the blue, which you'll be celebrating. This is movement, so don't be stuck. Move, okay? Wow. Wow. All right. Let's get some oracles and see what they have for this weekend's energy. Let's see. Man, these cards want to jump out and then they go right back in the deck. Weird. Okay. Whoa, Jesus, what the hell? All right. God damn it. All right. Choose your battles. You know, stand your ground. What's it going to be? Win or lose? Let's not focus on sadness and isolation and helpless and hopelessness. This is, this is all sword energy. You have to take a stance. Win or lose. You have to make a choice. And you will win every time. You have to do this. You have to do this. You got to take action, Pisces. Okay? So let's not get stuck in that. Because this indecision, this stuck energy, does not serve you. Be patient, especially when it comes to partnerships and things like that. Look at all these cards coming up. My God. Yeah, this wishy-washiness has got to go. It's got to go. You got to try something different here. The eights have it. We got 3 eights. 8 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Wow. That's abundance, achievement, and staying focused. Again, this is, being tempted to put ourselves off balance. Be patient with your process. An opportunity comes in, big time. Yeah. And it pays off with the 9 of Cups. This is great. See? You keep your focus. Where are you putting it? On victim or victor? I'm telling you. Especially when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to money this weekend. So we're finally walking away from this, this negative Pisces energy. That's basically it. And standing your ground. What's this? Lusting, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. Want some, get some. That's what I say. Let's get what's the vibe. Yeah, that Knight of Wands kind of says it. There's an opportunity here. Hey, if you got an itch, scratch it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to. Yeah, there's a big thing about boundaries, though. So be aware of that. Disrespectful. Enough is enough, and defend yourself. So you may have to deal with this weekend. Again, is it worth it? I don't know. It feels like you're moving into a better energy here, but it's a choice. Everything's a choice here. Okay? So let's get a closing message for you. This reading's kind of all over the place, but it's got a central theme to it, you know? Stand your ground, especially with your negative thoughts. Okay. Closing message is rebel or rebel. Why? Because fuck it. Maybe that's just what you gotta say this weekend, Pisces, you know? Chuck it in the fuck it bucket, you know? But you gotta make a choice, one way or the other, okay? All right. Pisces, that's gonna do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Yes, yes, yes. So, Pisces, again, have fun. Make a choice to have fun. Stay focused. Abundance is yours when you open up to it, all right? Pisces, let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Cancer. Welcome, Cancer, to the freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe for you. This new moon's happening in your 4th house. So this is about home, family, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Got a new opportunity to kind of balance things out. Work and home and all of that, okay? 3 of Swords. I don't like seeing that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is, you might be stuck in some kind of heartache or in something like that, Cancer, you know? So I'm sending you good vibes, of course, always. Healing vibes, but you're stuck in the past. And it's time to move forward with the 10 of Wands. Release your burdens. Release your burdens. King of Cups calms their storm, is not so emotionally involved, and trust their intuition on where they're going next. So get out of this stuck energy and move forward. Again, seems like everyone's readings are about movement this week. So this weekend. So just be aware of that, you know? No movement stagnates, okay? So just remember that. All right, let's get some oracles for you, Cancer. So let's work on getting it out of that. Kind of putting things to rest and calming ourselves. Yeah, we got some anxiety going on here. We got all kinds of shit. All right. Yeah. It's win or lose. And conquering those darkest fears. It's all mental. It's all in your head. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Maybe to move on, something like that. 3 of Cups celebrating and 9 of Pentacles is well-deserved reward. So when we move out of fear, we move into something good here, you know? So just be aware of that this weekend. Unburden yourself. There's an opportunity for you to finally go, you know, and it pays off. Big time. So let's go ahead and look at relationships and love. Maybe this has something to do with it. Mango. All right. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, but it says a lot also. First of all, I'm going to put 9s on the board. We got 999. So don't give up. Release and let go. Pay attention to the messages here. I try to keep it light for the freaking weekend, but there are some things that just need your attention. And I'm sure you're all saying, yep, that's right. Okay, you're holding back because of your darkest fears. You're holding on to this shit. You got to let it go. 10 of Swords is letting it go. Stop being wishy-washy. Make the decision. Again, you're stuck. It's all mental. This is all swords. And then we have the Queen of Swords with the Page of Swords. So something's got to be said. A message coming in. Something. Page of Pentacles is handling it maturely, in a mature manner. It pays off. 9 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups. And then things work out. Things balance out. Again, this could be like maybe some stuff at home that finally... this is a movement out of this dark stuff into a more lighter, stable energy. Okay? So you may have the opportunity to do that this weekend. But release. Let go. You know? Don't give up. That's the big thing. All right. Let's get some more messages for you, Cancer. Yeah, I try to keep it light, but I think maybe the saving grace is maybe getting together with some people, you know? Yeah, look at this. Jesus. Hopeless. Sinking, despair, falling apart. Sending you good vibes, sending you healing energy. That's all I can do. But this, again, there's so much sword energy here. So this is all in here. You need to work on that, okay? Let's get what's the vibe. I mean, the good thing of this is that you're coming together with some of Jesus. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. What the fuck is going on? What's going on here? You know what it is? It's this. And when you focus on this, you get this. So this could be a wake-up call for you, you know? I'm telling you, trying to keep it light here, but for you fucking card. Jesus. Let's just call it a wash, Cancer, you know? Don't give up. Release your darkest fears. Let go of this, because that puts you in a really shitty state. I think maybe this weekend you will. Okay? All right, so closing message is this. Ask a fucking expert. Okay? Don't rely on your friends of the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Yeah. Don't use ChatGPT to figure out all your problems. You know, some things you gotta just figure out on your own. But this looks like a change of mindset. You're very stuck in this energy, and I hope, Cancer, that you're able to relinquish yourself of these burdens. I mean, it does show that you can, but it's getting rid of your negative mindset that's really screwing things up. It's not the world, Cancer. It's you. It's you because of this. And this is the downfall to everything. You need to release it and let it go. Why hold on to it? Why? Because it defines you? Well, how's that working for you? You know? So, Cancer, make the best of this weekend and really work on letting some things go. Okay? All right, Cancer, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek tarot reading posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because this is a general reading, then go ahead and contact me and we can set one up in person or online. I got extended hours. Maybe that's what you need to do, is ask a professional, you know, because holy shit. We went from one of the best readings of the weekend to one of the wow, you know what I mean? But Cancer, I'm sending you all kinds of healing energy. Don't give up and release, okay? All right, Cancer, we took you off the board. Let's see who is next. And it's Taurus. Welcome, Taurus, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. All right, Taurus, let's do this. Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. God, I hope it's not like Cancer's video. Wow, I'm really on a mission to make the Freakin Weekends to be light and fun and, you know, just focusing on the weekend. But man, I just did Cancer's reading and it was fucking just yikes. Yikes. Oh no, Taurus. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. Son of a bitch. All right, let's see what we got for you for the weekend. No fear. No worries. It's a rebirth here. You need to change the way that you're thinking of things and really be in your moment. Maybe the week has just got you down. You got to let that shit go, Taurus. It's time to change the way you're looking at things. That's the only thing that's going to propel you forward. There may be some movement away from something here, but you're feeling a lot more grounded and stable because of it. And the Three of Cups shows you celebrating in the end of all of this. So that's good. Whew. Oh, all right. But the reading's not over with, so let's see. Jesus. Let's see what else. Let's see what the oracles have to say. Ning. I was just saying, like, I even ended Cancer's reading kind of like, okay, guys, well, have fun. You know, I was like, bye. All right. I've never had that happen before, by the way, in all the years that I've been doing this. I've never had it end like, okay, I'm just going to bow out of this reading right here. All right. Trust this weekend. Open up to something new here. The Death and Rebirth card comes out with the Fool card. It always does, or the Tower. The three are related in some way to show that there's something new coming out of this. Shine as brightly as the sun. So this is very positive. So we're moving out of negative into positive by shifting the way that we think and look at things. Beautiful. Now let's look at relationships. Let's see, what do we got for this weekend for you and other people? Opportunity here. We're getting handed an opportunity. Maybe you're giving somebody an opportunity. Maybe you're doing something new. I feel you are doing that. So let's see. Yeah, it's moving out of this stuck mentality that we've been in and moving on from it. Good. Forward progress. And the Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity presents itself in a relationship. Good. Because you've been on a good streak with relationships. Well, at least your readings have. So hopefully, which one? Just this one? Okay, yeah, that just didn't fit. All right, we've got this. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Oh. Taurus. You got called out. Don't use this weekend. This is what's gotten you into the situations you've been in. Okay, so sorry, but you got called out on that. You know, you're being too stubborn. You got to change the way you're tackling things here. But you got this. It pays off. Really, it does. All right, and longing. This is somebody missing you. They want to talk. Maybe having a reunion. Don't be stubborn if somebody wants to have a conversation this weekend or maybe wants to rekindle something from the past here. Let go of your hurt feelings. Only if it serves you. Because if it doesn't, then, you know, don't even bother. All right, so let's get a closing message. But this looks like, you know, getting together with friends. Just don't be stubborn. Don't let your ego get hurt either. Remember, that's just a defense mechanism. All right. Closing message is stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Oh, man. These cards have just been brutal this weekend. But really, listen to other people. Stop being so stubborn. It almost seems like it's time for you to listen to the other person or something like that, or give something a chance. Again, it's risky, but it pays off. And you're moving towards this. Just be yourself. Shine. But don't be stubborn. All right, Taurus, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, Your midweek reset tarot reading is posted on Wednesdays. That gives you the vibe for the whole week. We really get in depth with that, so check that out. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page in person or online. Don't be stubborn. Book a reading. Okay, Taurus, I love you all. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Virgo. Welcome, Virgo, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you are. Beautiful. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's up for the weekend for you. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And let's get your weekend vibe. Is that it? That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. All right. Wow, there's movement going on here. Something you've been waiting for. Go with the flow this weekend, Virgo. Just go with the flow. Trust your intuition. All right. Communications coming in. Something you've been waiting for. All right. I like that. I really like that. Let's get some oracles for you. So yeah, the wands here. Queen of Cups. Trusting. You know, there's almost like an anticipation. Anticipation. Anticipation is making me wait. All right, release. Release what no longer serves you. Yeah, I've got a little tickle there, so seek the truth. Absolutely. Trust your intuition. And look at that, the Chariot. Movement. I'm telling you, there's a lot of movement this weekend. Maybe traveling somewhere that you've wanted to go. Maybe like a little spiritual retreat. Absolutely. Let's look at love. Maybe you're releasing expectations. I mean, there's definite something going on here. Movement. All right. What's going on with love and relationships for Virgo this weekend? All right. So we're walking away from what no longer serves us. Again, we're releasing some more. Trusting your intuition. So a big thing about really trusting your inner guidance here. And Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that's you. Feeling good, stable, feet on the ground. Practical, nurturing, very mothering kind of weekend. I don't know. It just looks good. Just looks good. I see Virgo going, okay, all right, okay, yeah. Nurturing, mothering. Oh, yes, I love that. All right, let's get some more oracles for you. And let's see what we have. Ooh. What am I keeping? That one. Wow, that's so weird how that... Wow. All right. Interesting. Conflict. Clashing. Differences. Incompatibility. All right, so basically what this is saying is release anything that brings conflict for you this weekend. Maybe you're just releasing the conflict that has been going on since the beginning of the week. You know what I mean? But settle your differences this weekend. Go with the flow. It's something you've been waiting for. So long overdue. Let's get what's the vibe. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, karma. This says karmics. I don't know why it says karmics. Third parties, haters, lessons learned. Again, maybe letting this energy go, releasing this, being, I don't know. I just see things working out here in your favor. All right. That could be like not paying attention to that, releasing again. I just see a lot of you Virgos going, no, not today. Not today. Yeah. Also release this. Tension, being stressed out, migraines and worry. Migraines are hydration and salts, so make sure you're getting plenty of that. But release your tensions this weekend. Again, It's a time for rest. So maybe that's all you need, Virgo, is just some good old-fashioned rest, okay? So let's get a closing message for you. So we're releasing a lot of bullshit. Good. You're moving towards things that you want by making that change, by not holding on to them, you know? And being honest with yourself, saying, yeah, I still got shit to let go. And it's all right. It's perfectly all right. Okay. Closing message is, Virgo, you do you. That's right, boo. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Told you. It told you. So maybe that's what it is here. You do you, and everybody else will fall into place. Don't fret about it. Don't try to, create conflicts where there isn't any. Don't focus on that. Just know that, listen, I'm a great magnet of beautiful energy, and I attract that into my life, and that's it. And I go with the flow, and I'm not holding back or any tension that no longer serves me. I do not need it, okay? Virgo, that is going to do it for the freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that the midweek reset tarot reading is posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are general, click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page, in person or online. I got you covered, Virgo. Don't mess. Don't get involved with anything. You do you. All right, Virgo, let's take you off the board and let's see who's next. Oh my God, we're already done. And last but not least, Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome to the freaking weekend. We save the best for last. Welcome, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Let's reset these cards. You can hit that like and that subscribe while I'm doing that. And yeah, let's get the vibe for you for this weekend. Last but not least, when was the last time you were last, Aquarius? Well, we're not going to fret about it. All right, let's get the vibe. Ooh. Let's get the vibe for you. They're already jumping out. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Okay. Wow. All right. Wow. Okay. Very clear. What we have here, Aquarius, is something from the past has got you shook. You're trying to juggle. Maybe you're just trying to be catching up from your past and catching up to what's going on now. I think that's what you're kind of doing. And what you have to do is let down your walls and put up boundaries instead. Protect your energy. Of course, you got to do that. But you don't need to put up walls. Be open to some different change here. Something you've been waiting for is on its way. Wow. Okay. We'll take that. But this is a problem, I believe. I don't really know what this is, but it could just be a lack mentality. That's kind of always been there for you. I think it's time to release that. Or maybe someone from the past came back in this week and has kind of got you shook, Either way, you got to kind of change the way that you're looking at this and just know that everything works out in your favor. Protect your energy this weekend. I guess that's the best thing to do. And just don't let anyone break your stride. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. Ain't no one gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. That's a really fucking stupid song. Now I'll have it stuck in my head all day. Hate that song. Oh, I got it in my head, that horrible keyboard. I wish I had my keyboard plugged in. I'd start playing it. I think I'm going to start doing that. That would be great. All right, look it. Choose your battles. Again, careful what you're focusing on. You just focus on now. You release the bullshit from the past this weekend. Listen to your intuition and other people, what they're trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Again, your inner dialogue here is screaming to be heard, and you're kind of, again, you've put a wall up to yourself, and we really need to work on that. In order to really be fulfilled this weekend, you have to listen to your intuition, okay? So let's look at love and relationships and see what we got here for you. Let's see, what do we got for Aquarius? Ooh, keep? No. Thank you. All right, yeah. Letting go of anxiety. You need some rest also. You need to speak your truth. Really. It's time to release it. But this is good. Again, this is good stuff. Being with a group of people, maybe work associates, something like that. Working on a common goal, but it says it's time. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or fellow Aquarius you could be dealing with here. But again, it almost seems like you've got your defenses up when you know you have to kind of put something forward here and release it and just kind of leave it to the universe. You know what I mean? So open up to it. Stop stressing about it. Jeez. I think luck is on your side this weekend. Open up to it. Something you've been waiting for actually comes through. So let's see. Interesting. All right. Breaking point. You're at your limit. Final straw. Overwhelmed. That's that 9 of Swords energy. That's tough to be, involved in. But what it does is it's got your judgment clouded. So we've got illusions. It puts us unbalanced, and there's the unbalanced energy in there, and distorted. So the way that we're looking at things is distorted. We're thinking that if we put up walls, that we're safe and protected. Yeah, from everything. That means nothing happens. With boundaries, you only allow a certain energy in. Again, you got to say something. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. So you may be delaying this for yourself instead of hitting it head on. That's what I think, Aquarius. So you need to really, you're at this point where it's just like, you just got to act. That's it. That's it. All right, let's get, what's the vibe? What's the vibe? What do we have for Aquarius? What else do we need to... There it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, see? Lots of things to distract us this weekend. Waves, emotional, worry, and fear. And I think that's the big thing, is that you're so worried about how this is going to transpire that you don't move. You don't make a move. It puts you out of balance, and everything starts to spiral. You got to change that this weekend, okay? All right, let's get a closing message for you, Aquarius. And what is it? What could it be? What could it be now? Don't forget, Pluto's gone direct, so make sure to know that things are moving forward for you now, But this is just kind of opening up to whatever energy you're kind of being directed to just let go and let God. That's basically it for that weekend. Okay, so maybe this is it. Detoxing. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Maybe that's all you need right there, is a little garbage therapy, or maybe just detoxing yourself from this mindset and all of that. So Aquarius, that is going to do it for the freaking weekend, and that's going to do it for everybody for the freaking weekend. So let's take Aquarius off the board. Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. Everybody, thank you so much for watching the freaking weekend. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget that I go live on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Check out those lives. I'm going to be doing it every Thursday with a different theme. This Thursday's was really good too. Short and sweet. We're not going to do these marathon lives. Not for a while yet, because I still got ideas cooking. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you would like a personal reading with me, we can hook you up. I got extended hours for in-person and online. So pick a date. Let's see what we can do. Let's have a little mano-a-mano chit-chat with each other. And it's so much fun. All right, everybody, I hope you have a blessed and great weekend. Where you put your attention brings things into your reality. So what are you focusing on this weekend? And that'll determine whether it's a good one or a bust. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you when I see you.